These zodiac signs should buy a lottery ticket after July 13th. They will win the jackpot. Some zodiac signs will enter a special energy field of luck from mid-July. After the 13th, a time window opens in which their vibrations literally attract cash flows. This is not an accident or a coincidence. This is the work of hidden astral forces that activate the channel of unexpected wealth. These are the signs that should buy a lottery ticket because the chance of hitting the jackpot is not just high, it is real. If you feel that the universe is whispering to you to act, trust this impulse. Perhaps your sign is among those who are destined to get rich in an unexpected and magical way. Subscribe to the channel if you want to be the first to know when your moment of power comes and when fate itself puts opportunities in your hands. Write your sign in the comments and check if you are among the chosen ones. We are starting to reveal who should go and buy their lucky ticket after July 13th. The first sign is Sagittarius. After July 13th, the space will begin to precisely tune into the vibrations of Sagittarius, creating conditions in which chance turns into a pattern. Everything will begin with a feeling of extreme concentration. Sagittarius will feel an internal signal, as if his consciousness is preparing for action. This will not be inspiration or excitement, but a precise internal knowledge. The time has come. From about July 15 to 18, a chance will appear in his field, which will be associated with a sudden influx of funds. This chance cannot be calculated, it will need to be felt. A lottery ticket bought not spontaneously but with a clear intention will work as a guide to money. The key to Sagittarius's luck in this period is the moment when intuition coincides with action. If from July 14 to 23, he feels an impulse to go to a store, kiosk, a building that he usually passes by, do not ignore it. It is there that the necessary entry point into the game will await him. Numbers to consider when choosing: 6, 11, 23, 28, 37, 44. These numbers will not just be lucky, they will activate a flow in which everything will start working for the result. The most effective tickets will be those purchased on July 16, 18, and 21. The peculiarity of this period for Sagittarius is that the win will not be like an ordinary victory. This is not just money, this is a resource that will close a long-term request. For some, this is long-awaited independence. For others, the opportunity to start a large-scale project. It is important to understand there will be one chance, clear, without a second approach. And it will come precisely after July 13th, activating in the space between the 15th and 24th. After, everything will close again. To enhance luck, you need to create an intention. About a day before buying a ticket, you should write down a specific goal on paper. This is not a ritual, but a fixation of the vector. The space will be especially sensitive to clarity. No hesitation, no doubts, just a clear inner yes. External signals will appear quickly. Unusual coincidences, talk of lotteries, advertising banners, numbers repeating on the clock. All these are signs that the jackpot is already close. The financial energy that is activated at this time will work only for those who act. Sagittarius will receive a win not for waiting, but for hitting the right moment. The money will come not as a surprise, but as a response to readiness. He will not just buy a ticket, he will enter his new financial dimension. And most importantly, do not share your intention until the moment of winning. Silence is an ally in this process. The second sign is Gemini. For Gemini, the second half of July will open a corridor in which random actions will bring disproportionately large results. After the 13th, the hidden zone of financial attraction will begin to activate, and the 17th, 19th, and 22nd of July will be especially sensitive. On these dates, Gemini's actions will be especially synchronized with favorable flows. It is then that the lottery ticket will become not just a piece of paper, but a point of contact with an unexpected influx of money. The main difference of this period is that Gemini will feel a strange ease in making decisions. There will be no usual fuss, uncertainty, or desire to calculate everything in advance. On the contrary, a clear internal now will appear. The impulse will be especially strong at the moment when someone from the environment accidentally starts talking about money, the lottery, or numbers. At this moment, it is worth listening and recording the numbers heard. Among them will be important 3, 9, 12, 17, 26, 31. Tickets purchased near water, especially near fountains, embankments, locations near water, will have an increased energy charge. It is the water energy that will strengthen the channel of receipt during this period. Important: the purchase should be quick, without a long choice. Luck will stick to a spontaneous decision. Gemini will be at the peak of luck at moments when they forget about calculation and simply allow themselves to take a step towards the unexpected. The financial breakthrough that can occur after July 13th will be associated with the completion of old money scenarios. Some Gemini will receive money as the completion of a karmic debt. They will get back what they have given for a long time in the form of efforts, help, or ideas. Therefore, the win will be perceived not as an accident, but as a natural arrival of resources that have long been put into circulation. It is important for Gemini not to discuss the purchase of a ticket in advance. The energy of this period requires silence until the result. And after that, you can share, rejoice, accept congratulations. Before that, no publicity, otherwise the flow may shift. The date of recording the intention is also important, July 14th. On this day, you should speak your goal alone, clearly, without emotion, once. The win that is possible during this period will be significant. This is not a one-time success, but the first step towards a new financial model of life. You should not spend everything at once. Part of the amount should be invested in knowledge, movement, or tools for further growth. Then the win will not be the end, it will be the beginning. The third sign is Cancer. After July 13th, Cancer will have an incredible opportunity to change their financial reality. This is not a matter of chance, but a consequence of a special combination of energy flows that form a unique money wave specifically for representatives of this sign. Those who feel an inner call to try their luck should not ignore it, especially if this feeling appears after noon on one of the following days: July 15th, 18, 21, and especially July 26th. These dates are energetically activated for sharp money surges, and the maximum concentration of luck is between 1330 and 1700. During this period, it is worth paying attention to lottery tickets that feature the numbers 4, 17, 28, 36, 41, and 49. Cancer is a sign closely associated with subconscious mechanisms of attraction. It is thanks to increased sensitivity and inner intuition that there is a chance to grab a flow that will be inaccessible to others. Moreover, the decision to participate in the drawing should be made not by the mind, but by intuition. If at the moment of choosing a ticket or filling out a combination, there is a feeling of warmth in the chest or a slight tremor in the fingers, this is a signal that the choice is correct. During this period, Cancer is especially susceptible to coincidences. Unusual meetings, repeating phrases, the same numbers on the clock. These are not accidents, but codes that direct to the right point. For example, if the number 17 appears 2 or 3 times during the day, it is worth including it in the combination. If in the morning you hear a song from childhood or see a number from an important past, this is also a marker. The energy system of Cancers now acts as a receiver. Any seemingly insignificant signal can indicate a winning path. It is important to remember, a chance opens only to those who are active. Sitting and waiting is ineffective. You need to take action. Buy a ticket without delay. It is better if this happens alone, in silence, without external pressure. At the time of purchase, you should clearly formulate your intention. Why you need the money, how it will be used, what the main prize will be spent on. The energy of a precise desire strengthens the magnet of luck many times over. The amount that Cancer can attract during this period is non-standard. This is not an ordinary win. This is a jackpot, and it does not necessarily come in the form of a single ticket. Perhaps it will be a series of prizes, a sudden inheritance, or a gift that coincides with participation in the drawing. But the primary impulse is precisely the purchase of a ticket after July 13th. For those who are used to doubting, it is better to just check. Cancer is now in a unique state of financial expansion, and active action is the main key to activation. It does not matter how much the ticket costs, the gesture itself is important. This is a signal from the universe. Cancer is ready to accept large sums, and then the movement begins. The following rituals give additional magnetism. Buying a ticket with your left hand, paying an even amount without change, carrying a ticket in a white envelope or between the pages of a book associated with a dream. The energy of desire is amplified by the environment. It is favorable if at the time of purchase, Cancer is dressed in green, blue, or silver tones. This opens an additional channel. The energy that is launched after July 13th acts quickly. Already within 7 days after participation, events related to a large income can begin. Moreover, they will not be limited to one win. This is a wave that starts a chain. The main thing is not to miss the moment and not retreat. It is important for Cancer to remember, right now, its ability to attract money out of nothing is activated. The fourth sign is Capricorn. After July 13th, Capricorn switches on a special financial vector, in which the lottery becomes not just a chance, but a tool for opening the money channel. This is a rare phenomenon when a rational, calculating sign gets energetic access to what is considered luck. But in reality, this is the work of its internal potential, accumulated over the past months. Active dates for monetary inclusion are July 14th, 19, 22, 25, and especially July 30th. The strongest concentration of luck is in the morning hours from 9 to 11:30. Numbers that can become the key to winning: 3, 11, 22, 31, 44, and 48. Capricorn should approach the choice of the lottery as a strategy. Not just buy, but choose the moment, the environment, and the intention. The win comes not due to emotions, but due to a verified action. This is a rare period when a systematic approach gives a fantastic result. The repetition effect is especially strong. If Capricorn buys a ticket at the same time for 3 days, the probability of winning increases exponentially. There is a special connection with certain numbers. If the numbers 22, 11, or 31 are repeated on a receipt tape, in a house number, in a random advertisement, this is a signal that now is the time to act. Luck is built into the surrounding reality and suggests directions. It is worth paying close attention to watches, car numbers, random numbers on documents. Hints may be hidden there. It is important for Capricorn to clearly formulate a monetary goal. The more specific, the better. Not, I want to get rich, but I need 12 million for my own chain of cafes. Or, to buy land and a house in the right area. Money comes only where there is a structure. The energy of the jackpot does not like uncertainty. The more precise the request, the stronger the resonance. It is not recommended to participate in the lottery on emotions, in a hurry, in a state of irritation. The best is a state of concentration, calm, even light business concentration. Ideally, morning hour, solitude, a clear plan. Even the date of purchase is important. Particularly favorable are those in which the sum of the numbers gives 5, 7, or 8. For example, 14, 1 plus 4 equals 5, 25, 2 plus 5 equals 7, 26, 2 plus 6 equals 8. The winnings that Capricorn can receive are of a fundamental nature. It is capable of launching not only a surge but also a sustainable financial transformation. This is not just a large sum, this is money with a continuation. Opening a business, investments, scaling. Therefore, participation should not be impulsive, but conscious. Capricorn must know in advance how he will dispose of the prize. This starts a financial funnel that draws in new flows. Additional power is provided by actions combined with symbols of order. Buying a ticket after making a list of goals, issuing a ticket in a hard cover, for example in a notebook or wallet with metal inserts, recording the date of purchase on a piece of paper. These practices create a stable contour of attraction. After July 13, Capricorn gets a rare chance to turn the structure into gold. This is an opportunity that does not need magic. It works through a clear step, the right number, a ticket bought on time. All that is required is precision. And in this precision, an incredible financial event is born.